name's Howard. I will be your practicing pianist tonight, your piano bar practice. It's Friday night. Thank God it's Friday night. It is October 16th, the fabulous year 2020. We are transmitting from Buffalo, New York, right downtown, right where all the action is, and we're it, because no one's downtown. There's a few people. Things are generally closed. We'd like to welcome Mr. London to the lounge tonight. How about a big round of applause for Mr. London? Great, sir. Sit anywhere you like. You know where everything is around here. Mr. London was very punctual. We've only been on 37 seconds. What a great week, huh? We will be exploring the Great American Songbook. Great American Songbook, if you're not familiar with that term, it's the new term for what used to be called songs. Now they're like history pieces, so they call them the Great American Songbook. Songs of the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, sometimes newer than that, sometimes older than that. It's a very loose definition. Well, that's a great way to describe it. Classics of the golden age of jazz and Broadway. That says it right there. That's beautiful. Are you reading that off your book? You've crystallized the essence of a generation of music. Now, if we were not in COVID lockdown, there'd be a whole bunch of people here surprising me with their presence. Not surprising me that there's people, but surprising of just what particular mix of individuals happen to be on that particular Friday night. Well, that's a good definition. I can't see anybody really outdoing that. John Mohegan could articulate a better description than that. Or Bill Evans. I thought Bill Evans is a really good with language. If you listen to any of his interviews, he speaks with the same precision that he plays. Same process going on. Here's a song I first heard on Playboy's Penthouse. I'm sentimental, so I walked in the rain. I've got some habits even Mr. London can't explain. Good start for the corner, turn up in Spain. Why try to change me now? I'll sit and I'll daydream. I've got daydreams galore. Cigarette ashes, there they go on the floor. I'll go away weekends, leave the keys in the door. But why try to change me now? Why can't I be more conventional? People talk, people stare, so I try. But that's not for me, 'cause I can't see my kind of crazy world go passing me by. So let people wonder, let them laugh, let them frown. You know I love you till the moon's upside down. Don't you remember, I was always your clown. Why try to change me? Why try to change me? Why try to change me now? Cy Coleman, written for Frank Sinatra. Introduced to the world on Playboy's Penthouse with Hef holding a pipe, listening on. With his girlfriend, what was his girlfriend's name again in the late 50s? But that episode is on YouTube. If you search for it, you'll find it. What you can do is, if you do Cy Coleman, Playboy's Penthouse, or Hugh Hefner, any of those keyword phrases. Now, he was on the show a lot, because Hef was a wonderful jazz aficionado. He really knew his music. He had Count Basie on, all these amazing people every week. Of course, then in the 60s, being a trendy guy, he followed the rock and roll trend, and I guess the show was on for a couple of years in the late black and white, the late 50s. Those were my favorite shows. And then I think it went dark for a few years and came back in color in the 60s, and it was all rock and roll guests with great guests. I like the vibe of the early shows, the 50s. They were more like what we do here at Lounge Academy. It's more of our seen certainly more of our music. Oh, I love, I love rock music, the 60s. I don't want anybody to think I'm a square. Yeah, Count Basie was great. How did he do that ending all the time? Something like that, right? The Count Basie ending. Why shouldn't I take a chance when romance passes by? Why shouldn't I know of love? Why wait around when each age had a sage who has found that upon this earth love is all that is really worth thinking of? It must be fun, lots of fun, to be sure. When day is done, that the hour is coming when you'll be kissed and then you'll be kissed again. All debutantes say it's true, and every star out and far, how we would seem to give it a try. So why shouldn't I? Ooh, why shouldn't I? This heart of mine was doing very well. The world was fine, as far as I could tell. Suddenly I met you, and I dreamed of gay amour. At dawn I woke up singing sentimental overture. This heart of mine is dancing gaily now. I taste the wine of real romancing now. This crazy world has taken on a wonderful design. As long as life endures, it's yours, this heart of mine. As long as life endures, it's yours, this heart of mine. Oh yeah. Something from Shaft. Don't miss misunderstand. We are only strangers on our way to someone else and someplace we forgot. Don't mistake my smile, it just means I'm lonely. Love me till this day has passed, and then forget we met. We're just stealing time in a secret place, yielding to a soft wind's day to blow away the pain. Don't misunderstand. You are no concern of mine, but in case you're free sometime and need some time with me, sometime to hold my hand, I will understand. Shaft. Whoosh. Did we do Will Wind? As we've been descending, oh, thank you so much, sir. You're very generous with your support. Did we do, yeah, we did. I think we did. You know, I think I've heard that song before. It seems to me I've heard that song before. It's a fine old familiar score. I know it well, I'm melody. We did this one too. We've been working our way, for people that missed a few meetings, we've been working our way in reverse alphabetical order through the Great American Songbook, starting at some random page. And now we're down into the I's, the IFs now today. Ask me, how do I feel now that we're cozy and clinging? Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. Moment we kiss tonight, night we've just got to have. I'm looking out the window with one eye, because there were some throngs out there. I never know if they're here, like, yeah, there are others, I think they're just pedestrians. So, this building's always making a spectacle of itself. I can't read, it's too small, I can't read that one. I love that song. Here's one for you. If ever I would leave you, might as well do it in the right key. If ever I would leave you, it wouldn't be in summer. Seeing you in summer, I may never would go. Your hair stretched with sunlight, your lips red as flame, your face with a luster that puts gold to shame. But if I'd ever leave you, it couldn't be in autumn. How could I in autumn? I never will know. I've seen how you sparkled when fall nips the air, like today. I know you in autumn, and it must be there. And could I be running merrily through the snow, or on a winter evening when the catches fly go? If ever I would leave you, how could it be in springtime? Knowing how in springtime all the witches by your soul. No, no, not in springtime, not in summer or fall. No, I never could I leave you at all. Werner and Lowe. Jay Werner and Frederick Lowe. What a classic. 1960. It's a relatively new song. Thank you, Mr. London. I hope. Here's a song that's very topical. It just has layer on layer of play on words. I just did it again, layer on layer. This is a song for all the vaxxers, everybody looking forward to getting a vaccine. Which I'm sure is most of you, unless you've already had it. I've got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me. So deep in my heart, Dr. Fauci's a part of me. I've got you under my skin. I tried so not to give in. I said to myself, this affair never would go so well. Why should I try to resist when, darling, I know so well I've got you under my skin? sacrifice anything, come what may, for the sake of having you near, in spite of the warning voice that comes in the night and repeats in my ears. Don't you know, little fool, you never can win. Use your mentality, wake up to reality. And each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin. I've got you. Oh, yeah, I've got you. I've got you. Ooh, under my skin. I've got you subcutaneously. Oh, yeah. What a song. Thank you. I'm glad that's one of your favorite songs. I hope it still is after hearing that. Continuing in the IVs. IVs, see, another play on word. One, the I've got you and the I've grown. How I've grown accustomed to her face. She almost makes the day begin. I've grown accustomed to the tune she whistles night and noon. Her smile, her frown, her ups, her downs are second nature to me now. Like breathing out and breathing in. I was remotely independent and content before we met. Surely I could always be that way again, and yet I've grown accustomed to her looks, accustomed to her voice, ooh, accustomed to her face. Second nature to me now, like breathing out and breathing in. I'm very grateful she's a woman and so easy to forget, rather like a habit one can always break, and yet I've grown accustomed to her trace of something in the air, accustomed to her face. Thank you, Mr. London. I appreciate that. That's a learner in low. We're running a little late, but you're such a supportive audience. I don't want to stop. Not to mention that you got to go back to work on Monday. We got to pack as much lounging in as we can, Mr. London. Oh, I'm sitting. This is Mr. London singing about going back to work. Getting back to his people. Ooh, I'm sitting on top of the world, just rolling along. He's going to be rolling along, all right. Ooh, just rolling along. I'm quitting the blues of the world. Oh, I'm just singing a song. Oh, just singing a song. Glory, hallelujah. I just phoned the parson. Hey, reader, call. Just Humpty Dumpty. Ooh, I'm gonna fall. I'm just sitting on top of the world, just rolling along. Ooh, Mr. London's rolling along. How do you follow it? How do you follow Al Jolson? You can't. Right? Nobody can follow Al Jolson. Not even on a bus could you follow Al Jolson. Okay, one more for Mr. London, who appreciates the old songs and the old things that had meaning. Things that weren't built to be thrown away the next day. Ooh, I'm old-fashioned. I love the moonlight. I love the old-fashioned things. The sound of rain on my window pane, starry song that April sings. This year's fancies bring passing fancies, but sighing sighs, holding hands, those my heart understands. I don't mind it. It's how I want to be, as long as you can agree to stay old-fashioned with me. Oh yeah, ooh, stay old-fashioned with me in Lounge Academy. Oh yeah. Wow, what a great night. Well, it's that time for me to go enjoy dinner with the wife and cat. Every night she has something gourmet for me, and it's a big surprise. The cat generally has the same thing every night. I don't know how he does it. Probably because we give him some of the gourmet stuff too. So actually he does all right. It's up to us to keep these tuna alive. You're darn tootin'. We have to. We gave our commitment when the torch was passed to the unlikely me. I have no choice but to do my best, and that's why I'm here practicing, and that's why it's so important to me that you're here helping me practice just by being there and by making great comments and being so supportive and watching this in the future as rerun watchers. Because without you guys, I'd probably blow off a lot of these practices, and then I'd let down. I would diminish my commitment to doing the best I can, to becoming a better musician. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Mr. London. So glad you were here tonight. I'm glad you got the YouTube alert so quickly. It took like 20 seconds. It was great. Have a great weekend. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night. I'll do my best. And keep practicing. By the way, I don't think I introduced myself. My name is Howard. I'm your pianist tonight, your practicing pianist. You probably figured that out by now. Good night, everybody.